In keeping with the new thrust of this government in terms of foreign policy, we are not only interested in reaching out to new areas, but strengthening our existing relations. As most persons would know, from 1979, we established relations with Mexico. So certainly, as we reach out to new areas, we are not going to turn away from the old. We are more or less turning toward the new. And part of turning toward the new is to strengthen existing relations. Mexico has been an invaluable partner to St. Lucia. Over the years, Mexico has assisted us with scholarships to educate our young St. Lucians, contributing in part to making our island more competitive. They have assisted us in the field of agriculture. And only recently, we decided to enter into a new covenant, giving birth to new areas of support. For example, in the Dennery North constituency, we have had a water problem. And today, we are fast approaching the point where we'll see an end to water being pumped directly from the river into people's homes, impacting negatively on the health of the people in that area. In the next few weeks, our friends in Mexico will be making available adequate resources to ensure that we have a proper treatment plant and other infrastructure that will protect the health of the people of the Dennery North constituency. It will not just be a victory for them or a victory for the government of St. Lucia, but a victory for justice, because the people of the valley deserve justice. We will also see tangible support with the rebuilding of St. Jude's Hospital, again in the sphere of health, to ensure that we provide better health care more directly to the people in the southern part of the island and others who benefit from the services offered by St. Jude's. These are just some of the tangible benefits of strengthening our diplomatic relations in the existing region. In fact, we are with lightning rapidity strengthening the internal machinery of the Americas. We have seen the emergence of new organizations like CELAC, through which we coordinate our affairs, the ACS, which we are strengthening at this point in time, to ensure that we ventilate issues of paramount importance to us in the Caribbean as well as Latin America. So with these few words, I would like to invite the Foreign Minister from Mexico, Minister Curry-Brenya, to deliver a few remarks. And before he does, I would want to, on behalf of the people and government of St. Lucia, on behalf of my Prime Minister, extend our heartfelt gratitude to him for his inaugural visit here in St. Lucia, and of course for making the effort to be here with us, not only as he visits the region, but because of the problems that we experienced on Christmas Eve, that his government has seen it fit to respond warmly to our call for support. Minister?
We would like to convey our warmest gratitude on behalf of President Peña Nieto for the kind of hospitality provided to us by the Prime Minister, and thank him for his support, for his advice, for his guidance in constructing a better Caribbean region. Mexico comes to St. Lucia with the hope of bringing a renewed sense of neighborhood, a renewed sense of community, entering happily into this new covenant that we have agreed to bring the relationship to a new level. We want for the bilateral relationship between Mexico and St. Lucia to thrive. We want to see all of our values communicated clearly. Mexico will make its support felt because we want for the Caribbean region to be better prepared in terms of facing the collective challenges that we face, to take advantage of the opportunities that we share. And it's in that spirit that President Peña Nieto has instructed us to make our presence here felt in solidarity to the efforts made by St. Lucia to identify structural ways through which we can strengthen the relationship, to identify specific topic agendas for the upcoming CARICOM Mexico Summit and for the upcoming meeting of the Association of Caribbean States. I would like to end this brief remark conveying, therefore, the greetings of our President and the gratitude of the Mexican delegation.
It is often said that when you suffer trial and tribulation that you know who your friends are. And there is no better testimony to this than the visit here by the Foreign Minister of Mexico on behalf of Mexico and its President, President Peña Nieto. At the recently concluded summit in CELAC, I had the opportunity to speak on behalf of St. Lucia in very quick time, but also to issue a plea to the Latin American community to come to the assistance of St. Lucia, St. Vincent, and Dominica. President Peña Nieto, true to his word, has decided to dispatch the Foreign Minister here to St. Lucia to express in-person solidarity, sympathy, and understanding for what the people of St. Lucia endured on Christmas Eve 2013. I would wish to convey my immense gratitude, my thanks, my appreciation to President Peña Nieto and, of course, to the people of Mexico. We have had a rich history of cooperation, rich history of friendship, rich history of solidarity. We ought never to forget that several years ago, Mexico established an embassy here in St. Lucia, and they have maintained a presence in our country for some time. There are many young St. Lucians who were trained in Mexico, and they are now providing service to the government and people of St. Lucia. Inevitably, we discussed our traditional areas of cooperation, cooperation in education, cooperation in agriculture. And of course, we had an opportunity to focus a little bit on the new areas of cooperation. The Minister has eloquently explained that we will shortly be receiving the help and support of Mexico in making it possible for the people of Denver North to receive decent potable water, water of the highest quality and water of the highest integrity. And so we thank them. We have also had the opportunity to explore possible cooperation in tourism. Mexico, especially along its coast, is a competitor with St. Lucia, but a friendly competitor. And we have so much that we could learn from Mexico. And I did take the opportunity to impress upon the Minister the need for us to build ties together so that Mexico could at least teach us those skills that we lack, and of course share with us their own experience, and we share with Mexico our own experience as well. So this is a wonderful statement of the friendship that we have had, and the government of St. Lucia takes particular note of the engagement by Mexico in the Association of Caribbean States. That organization for many appeared to be moribund, almost showing signs of death on its death throes, so to put it. But with the engagement and involvement of Mexico, there are new possibilities, new opportunities. Because the truth of the matter is that the Caribbean and Central America, those nations of Central America that are washed by the Caribbean Sea, have a common destiny. Sometimes we are so reluctant to explore, and I hope now, with the support of Mexico, that association, that body can spring to life so that no longer would we apply the description of it being moribund as it appeared to have been in the past few weeks. So this is a historic visit. As I said to the Minister, I'm not happy that he's visiting St. Lucia just for 3 hours, but I understand his schedule. He leaves us in a few minutes to visit St. Vincent. And I have said to him that he needs to return to St. Lucia and to spend some more time with us, as I think many of you who witnessed the engagement this afternoon, we are about to construct a wonderful and fascinating friendship. And the chemistry is just right. It is just perfect to strengthen the ties between Mexico, St. Lucia, Mexico, and the Caribbean. Mr. Minister, I want you to forgive me on a little matter. I did not say this at our encounter, but you know, this visit by you has just encouraged us, whetted our appetite. We want to see more of Mexico. And I would request that on behalf of the government and people of St. Lucia, you extend an invitation to your president to pay an official visit to St. Lucia so that he too can properly understand the soul and spirit of this little island of ours, and that we too can have the opportunity to thank him in person for the tremendous support and assistance that he has given us. So we bid you a safe journey, and we expect you here in St. Lucia soon again. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, members of the press. Thank you.